Hey there guys, EctoMaster here. We are back in Heroes of the Storm with another Hero Spotlight. This is another one of two that we are doing. Although at the end of this one we're going to be talking about the next one that we're going to do. So, you know, got that going for us. So literally last week as I put out the episode of Heroes of the Update, as soon as it went live, Leoric went live. So it's like I waited, I recorded, I put it out, and I was like, here's Leoric. And I was like, you guys suck. So we're going to take a look at Abathur and Leoric today, two separate videos. But at the end of this one, of course, we're going to pick the next one. So I've said this like twice now, so I got nothing else to talk about. So let's get into it. So Abathur, we're going to take a look at his skins first, then we'll go over his abilities and his talents. Now, what's special about his abilities is that I can't see what's in-game. It doesn't go over that, unfortunately. I'm trying to see if I can get a copy of it. It would be nice if I could. Only because, again, I'm not too sure on what he does in-game. I haven't played him in-game yet. So, yeah, that's kind of his thing. I don't know what he does. So, we'll take a look here. But we'll take a look first at his skins, and then we'll do everything else. So, here's his base skin. You know what? I think an easier place to do it. Release date. No. Alphabetical. We can take a look at all of his stuff. 3D mode. So here's Abathur's full look.
Not good enough. Can improve.
I'm working on improving. So his base skin has the 3 tones to it, of course. His master skin, level 10, and you have to have 10,000 gold in order to get it. So, gets a little armor to his body. A little more armor. He also has Abathur, which is probably the most favorite of them all. Butt flap there. He has different looks. This one has to be my favorite because it's Zergling pajamas. Love it. And then Skeletor, which is an exoskeleton for, instead of, well, a new exoskeleton. Look at that. It's like his thing just broke. Exoskeleton, including the face of something. So there you have it. Let's go ahead. We'll take a look at his abilities, and while we're looking at his abilities, we will also we'll then look at his talents. I'm sorry, and we'll look at this top build, the top voted build on Nexus Heroes. So his abilities: Symbiote. It's the Q ability, assist another allied unit or combat structure, allowing you to shield them and use new abilities. It cannot be used on another hero's summons. It has a 4-second cooldown. Now that gets paired up with his secondary abilities, and these are the ones that come into play. I did find them. So he has QW and E. Q is stab, has a 3-second cooldown, shoots a spike towards target area that deals X damage to the first enemy it contacts. W, Spike Burst, deals X damage. It's 42 plus 10 per level to nearby enemies, 6-second cooldown. And Carapace shields the assisted ally for 460 or 156 plus 16 per level, lasts for 8 seconds, has a 12-second cooldown. His next are Toxic Nest. That's his W. That's the other thing he does outside of combat. A 12-second cooldown. Spawn a mine that becomes active after a short time. Deals X damage and reveals the enemy for 4 seconds. It lasts 90 seconds. And then his trait is Locust Strain. Spawns a Locust attack to attack down the nearest lane every 15 seconds. Locust lasts for 25 seconds. And then his heroic abilities. Ultimate Evolution. It's got a 70-second cooldown. You clone the target allied hero and control it for 20 seconds. Abathur has perfected the clone, granting it 20% ability power, 20% bonus attack damage, 10% bonus movement speed, but it cannot use the heroic ability. Well, it can. And then Evolve Monstrosity has a 90-second cooldown. Turn an allied minion or a locust into a monstrosity. When enemy minions near the monstrosity die, it gains 5% health and 5% basic attack damage, stacking up to 30 times. The monstrosity takes 50% less damage from minions and structures. Using symbiotes on the monstrosity allows you to control it, in addition to the symbiote's normal benefits. It's a mouthful. So now we've looked at that, let's take a look at his talents, and we're going to be looking at a build known as Pub Abathur Push build from Karadu. It has a plus 19 rating and is mainly used for pushing. So we're going to go ahead and check that out. So level 1, you have the choice of Pressurized Glands, increases the range of symbiote spike burst by 25% and decreases the cooldown by 1 second. Survival Instincts increases Locust's health by 30% and duration by 40%. Regenerative Microbes, Symbiote's Carapace heals the target for 7 health per second. Blech. And Venomed Nest, Toxic Nests deal 50% more damage over 3 seconds. For this build, they say to take Survival Instincts. At level 4, you have Prolific Dispersal. Reduces the cooldown of Toxic Nest by 2 seconds. It adds 2 additional charges. Ballistospores. That is another mouthful. Increases Toxic Nest range to global and increases duration by 20%. Sustained Carapace increases the duration of Symbiote's Carapace by 50% and allows it to persist after Symbiote ends. And then Adrenal Overload. Symbiote host gains 25% increased attack speed. That is the one that they recommend to go with. Level 7 is Cooldown Mule. We see with quite a few others, so we're not going to worry about that one. But Needle Spine increases the damage and range of Symbiote Stab by 20%. Vile Nest. Toxic Nest slow enemy movement speed by 50% for 4 seconds. Networked Carapace. Using Symbiote's Carapace on a minion or mercenary also applies Carapace to all nearby allied minions and mercenaries. At level 10, you get the Heroic Choice, and for this they say to take Evolve Monstrosity. At level 13, you have Assault Strain. Locust basic attacks cleave for 50% damage and explode on death for 50 damage. Bombard Strain. Locust basic attacks become a long-range siege attack that deals 67% more damage. Spatial Efficiency. Symbiote Stab gains 1 additional charge. And Soma Transference. Symbiote Spike Burst heals the host for 20 health per enemy hero hit. For the build, they recommend going with Bombard Strain. Level 16, we have Envenomed Spikes. Your Symbiote Spike Burst also slows enemy movement speed by 40% for 2 seconds. Adrenaline Boost. Symbiote's Carapace increases the movement speed of the target by 40% for 3 seconds. Locust Brood. Activate to spawn 3 locusts at a nearby location. And then Volatile Mutation. Ultimate Evolution clones and monstrosities deal 36 damage to nearby enemies every 3 seconds and when they die. For this one, again, it's going push, so they say Locust Brood. And then last but not least, Evolutionary Link. As long as the ultimate evolution is alive, the original target of the clone gains a shield equal to 20% of their maximum health. Refreshes every 5 seconds. Evolution complete. Monstrosity gains the ability to deep tunnel to any visible location once every 30 seconds. Hive Mind. Casting Symbiote creates an additional symbiote on any nearby allied hero. This symbiote mimics the commands of the first. If the second host moves too far away, it is destroyed. And then last but not least, Locust Nest has a 45-second cooldown. Activate to create a nest that periodically spawns locusts. Only 1 locust nest can be active at a time. And for this, again, since it's a push build, they recommend going with this. So if you noticed, out of all of this, I think I saw maybe 1 non-standard, or only 1 standard ability among all other heroes, and that's Call Down Mule. All of Abathur's skills are unique. Besides that, they are all unique, every single one of them. So that's what's really cool about Abathur, why he's really hard to play. I'm not going to do it this week, but as I am coming up to the remainder of my heroes that I have. And to purchase, I don't have that much left to go. I know I have Chen, Falstad, Zeratul. It's easier to tell you what heroes I have left. Chen, Falstad, Rhaegar, Uther, and Zeratul. And I think I have Uther now. Yeah, I have Uther. So I've got Uther. I gotta mark him on my thing. Did I have him? I think I bought him. He was on sale one week, and I got him, and I forgot to update my everything. Otherwise, I've done everybody else. So those are like the only 4 that I need to do, and I only have 7 left to go. So let's see who is going to be next week. Now we are doing Leoric this week as well, so you're going to see that. But let's see who else is going to be next week. Rolling a D7, number 6. And it is the one that we trust the most in the Horde. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. So next week we are going to see Thrall, once War Chief of the Horde, now awesome Shaman guy. He's always awesome Shaman guy, but, you know, he used to be part of the Horde. So next week we'll take a look at the melee assassin Thrall. Don't forget to keep an eye on the channel. Later on today we will have an episode featuring Leoric. Another hero spotlight for that. Until then, I am EctoMaster, and I will see you guys in the next round.
Right.